The lantern on Willow Creek every December, Willow Creek, Colorado, turned into a postcard town, snow-dusted rooftops, pine wreaths on every porch, and the smell of cinnamon drifting from the bakery on Main Street. But for all its charm, the town had grown quieter over the years. Neighbors waved less, people rushed more, and the tight-knit feeling Willow Creek was known for had started to slip away. That was until the year of the Great Blizzard, the night everything changed on December 14th. The storm rolled in faster than anyone expected. Winds howled through the valley, power lines snapped, and by nightfall the whole town was swallowed in darkness. Cars were stranded, roads sealed shut. The temperature hovered dangerously low. Inside her small house near the creek, 72-year-old Mrs. Eleanor Hayes sat on her couch wrapped in two blankets, breath visible in the cold. Her heater was electric. Without power, she had nothing. Across town, 16-year-old Lucas Miller paced the living room while his mom searched for candles. "Mom, Mrs. Hayes lives alone. Do you think she's okay?" he asked, worry tightening his voice. His mom paused. "I'm not sure, but the roads are too dangerous." Lucas didn't wait for permission. He pulled on his boots, grabbed his grandfather's old camping lantern, and stepped into the storm. The snow was knee-deep. The wind felt like knives. But Lucas kept going, leaning on fences for support, lanterns swinging at his side. Halfway down the block, he spotted a car stuck near a ditch, and a family of four huddled inside trying to stay warm. He didn't hesitate. "Come with me," he shouted through the wind. "My house is right up the road." He led them back, then headed out again. His mom tried to stop him 3 different times. "Lucas, it's too dangerous." But he just shook his head. Someone might really need help. The lantern becomes a beacon. By the time Lucas reached Mrs. Hayes's porch, he was exhausted. The windows were frosted over. No light inside. No movement. He knocked and waited to nothing. So he tried again. Finally, the door cracked open, and Mrs. Hayes peeked out, shivering hard. "Oh, Lucas," she whispered, voice trembling. "I didn't think anyone would come." He guided her out gently, wrapping his scarf around her neck. Then came the long, careful journey back through the storm. But as they walked, something unexpected happened. A door opened. Then another, and another. Neighbors stepped out, lanterns, flashlights, and battery lamps glowing in their hands. They had seen Lucas moving through the storm, this lone teenager carrying a tiny light, and they followed it. One by one, families came together to help each other. People who hadn't spoken in months. People who lived on the same street but barely knew each other's names. By midnight, nearly 20 residents were gathered in the Millers' living room around the fireplace, sharing blankets, soup, and stories. Someone found a guitar. Someone brewed cocoa on a camping stove. Someone checked on elderly folks down the road. And for the first time in years, Willow Creek felt like it used to, connected, warm, alive. The birth of a tradition. Power returned the next afternoon. The storm passed. The roads reopened. But the town wasn't the same. The next council meeting, Mrs. Hayes stood up, voice stronger than anyone had heard in years, and said, "I think we need a reminder of that night. A reminder of how one small light brought us all together." That spring, the town built a wooden post near the center of Main Street. At the top hung an old-style lantern crafted by a local blacksmith. Under it, a small metal plaque read, The Willow Creek Lanterna's single act of kindness can light an entire community. Every December 14th, at exactly 6 p.m., the whole town gathers as someone, chosen each year for an act of kindness, lights the lantern. The first year, they chose Lucas. He stood under the lantern, cheeks red from the cold, and said quietly, "I didn't do anything special. I just didn't want anyone to feel alone." But the townspeople knew better, because after that winter, neighbors helped each other more. Kids shoveled driveways for free. People checked on the elderly without being asked. Local shops started a give what you can jar to help struggling families. Willow Creek became brighter, not from the lantern, but from what it inspired. Many years later, Lucas left for college, then a job in another state. Yet every December, no matter where he was, he returned home to see the lantern glow against the snowy sky, and the tradition kept growing. Some folks said the town was never quite the same after that storm, but most agreed.